Welcome back to another video, guys. Look, there's breaking news almost every day this summer. Honestly, that's how it is being an Arsenal fan these days. It's not something which has been the norm in recent times, but they say times do change and nothing's ever the same. So look, Ethan Nwaneri has agreed in principle his new contract. Apparently it's going to be long term, minimum of 4 years. Tying down our best players, young players, is the making of becoming a proper team. When you're able to persuade your youth to stay with you because they believe in your project, your ambition of the club, the future, then you know something's going right, because you're adding on players with experience like Gyökeres, Zubimendi and other top talent around Europe, all wanting to come to Arsenal for good reason. Now look, Ethan Nwaneri, Fabrizio has said over and over again, it's always been Arsenal, and the latest has been revealed that in principle the deal has been struck. So like I said in my video a few weeks ago, a lot of people were saying, oh, what's going to happen with Ethan Nwaneri because Madueke is coming in. And to me, it was simple. Ethan Nwaneri is going to play a more central role this next upcoming season in the future, because his role, we know, is in the centre. Now, I said this weeks ago, but you've got these so-called great influential Arsenal fans with bigger platforms saying, oh, Nwaneri's future's in doubt. Oh, why is Ethan Nwaneri not going to... Why is he going to want to sign a contract when we're buying Madueke? Ethan Nwaneri played on the right last season to deputise for Saka. Because when he starts a game, let's say Saka was available, Ethan Nwaneri's position is in the centre, where Odegaard is, let's say. But apparently, and look, these fans... because of their platforms, they're telling people this, they're telling people that, and people who don't think with their own brains believe everything they read, believe everything they hear, and believe everything they see, unfortunately. Look, it's come out, Ornstein said it, he's going to play a more central role. It was obvious that anyone who's watched Ethan Nwaneri knows his best talent is in the central role. Yes, it can come in from the right, cut in and shoot in the top corner and stuff like that. Great. But his role is to play in the centre. Now look, it's massive news. Arsenal, I'm going to read what Fabrizio has said in a moment as well, because I think it's important with the context to understand exactly how far we've developed with this contract. So, Arsenal have reached an agreement in principle with Ethan Nwaneri over new deal. After progress in talks reported last weekend, Ethan Nwaneri and his camp have now agreed to sign new contracts at the club. Ethan always gave priority to Arsenal despite interest from several clubs. And I think we know what these clubs were, or who these clubs were. Chelsea for one, Man City for two, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG. You've even got teams like Liverpool who have inquired about him, apparently so. So all the top clubs in the world would take Ethan in a heartbeat. But I tell you something, Ethan is going to be signing that contract, and he's going to be continuing to wear the red of Arsenal. So look, once a gunner, always a gunner. It's great news, it's breaking, and I'm thinking over the next week or so, we'll see Ethan sat down on that table, pen to paper, signing on the dotted line. Arteta one side, maybe Berto on the other side, maybe his family behind him. Great time for Ethan and Arsenal, honestly, tying up our best talent. It's nothing beats that. And I'm happy to see what Arteta's going to be doing with Ethan Nwaneri, because right now Arteta has handled the situation to perfection with Ethan Nwaneri in terms of bringing him into the team gradually. He's handled it to perfection. Maybe he'll get an England call up next year, who knows, because he's currently on the under 21s. So look, there's other news. Madueke has signed the contract officially, so Arsenal will hopefully be releasing that confirmation maybe today or maybe over the week. We've also heard Gyökeres is going to be next, and so is Mosquera. Mosquera's apparently signed the contract, or he's agreed it in principle too. So there's a lot of signatures there being made, and what that also means is there's a lot of money to be paid from Arsenal. So what we need to hopefully do is raise a few pounds from selling a few players. I've said it in my videos, for example, Kiwior, Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Sambi Lokonga. I think these need to leave the club. So yeah, it's just a day of, look, every day we might have some news for you, and it's good. It's good that we are breaking this kind of news to Arsenal fans, because we are getting ready for this new season. Hopefully, Eze, talks are being made behind closed doors, and yeah, we just need to see or hear the here we go from Fabrizio about Gyökeres, because once that here we go is done and Arsenal release the confirmation, I think the internet is actually going to break. Arsenal will break the internet. So look, Ethan Nwaneri, over the next few days or week, you'll see pen to paper. So look, if there's any more news, I'm going to be here releasing it. And thanks for hanging in there. And as usual, have a good day. And I'm going to catch you very soon on the next one.